Welcome to the JHW Call Plan app training series. In this video tutorial, we will review how to start a new call plan within the Call Plan app. JHW has developed the Call Plan app to help you speed up your preparations for your upcoming meetings. First, from the welcome screen, I'll go into My Call Plans, and this section shows our library of existing call plans. If this is your first time with the Call Plan app, this section might be empty. To start a new call plan, hit the plus button at the top right of the screen. This takes us to the setup page. We note that these fields are mandatory, so let's fill them in. Okay, what's the nature of our upcoming meeting? Let's say we're preparing for an upcoming interview, so let's type that in. Upcoming interview. And the person that we're meeting with is our new boss. The organisation is ABC Organisation, and the meeting will be the 9th of April at 2 p.m. Hit save. Okay. Now that we've hit save, this is now saved into our library as a blank call plan. And we see the main headings or key areas which the Call Plan app provides to help us with our preparations. These key headings are objectives, personality style, opening statement, key questions, ideal plan of action, potential objections and counter-arguments, timeline and the agenda builder, and call outcomes. Now, we believe that all of these main headings are useful things for planning a meeting, but you are welcome to just use the sections that are applicable to you. This should not be seen as a prescriptive list. You don't have to fill out every heading, just use the sections that are helpful in your preparations. Objectives. Now, the clearer we are about our objectives, the better the chance of us achieving those objectives in the meeting. At JHW, we believe that there are specific objectives and mandatory objectives. What do we mean by this? For specific objectives, for example, since this is a job interview, one of our objectives is probably to get the job. So let's type that in. Secure the job. And we may have additional specific objectives such as learning more about the role, understanding key performance indicators, and so on. And we can type these into the text box. Now, mandatory objectives are build engagement with our stakeholder and agree a plan of action. And these are mandatory because they are vital to every meeting we have. By thinking about these things at the start of our preparations, we can develop a clear plan to achieving them. Okay, personality style. Understanding the personality style of our stakeholder will give us a better chance of success in the meeting. And by using the JHW Personality Compass, this will prompt us to think about the meeting from their perspective. Opening statement. Now, you only have one chance to make a good first impression. We think it's worth creating a strong opening statement to kick the meeting off to a good start. There's a text box here to write it out, and we've also included the microphones so that you can record your opening statement and rehearse it to get it just right. Key questions. Questions are one of our most important tools that we have in our meetings, and we have a few different types of questions here. Open questions to explore the topic and generate dialogue, closed questions for when we're seeking commitment, catch-all questions to make sure we've covered all the important elements in the meeting, and value questions where we ask thoughtful or provocative questions to communicate our value in our stakeholders' business. Objections and counterarguments. Now, what are the likely objections that could come up in this meeting? Objections are likely to arise in any meeting, and the better we anticipate these objections and prepare for them, the better we will handle them in the meeting if and when they arise. And really, objections are our opportunity to turn no into yes. We can anticipate these objections on the left-hand side and write our anticipated counter-arguments on the right-hand side. Moving now to the timeline. Once we know our goals and objectives for the meeting, now we can structure the meeting accordingly. We note that often people start with the timeline and the agenda without first thinking about the goals for the meeting. Having identified our goals, we can now populate the timeline and build the agenda. And if I click anywhere on the grey bar here, we can then allocate the time for each section. Moving now to call outcomes. Finally, after the meeting has concluded, we have call outcomes. Here, you can record and document what actually happened in the meeting. Now the top part is non-editable, and these sections remind us what the goals were for the meeting. In the outcomes section down the bottom, you can record the actual outcomes here, and you'll see that there are prompts. Who is for who will be responsible for specific actions going forward, what is for what was decided in the meeting, and when will the next milestone be for the project, for example. Okay. Now, under the main headings, you'll see the red and yellow buttons at the bottom, which allow you to send and share your call plans with your stakeholders and staff. Please check out the other instructional videos in this training series for more details on these functions. Okay, once we've completed these sections, or just the sections we need for our upcoming meeting, then we've made progress towards our meeting preparation and we're ready for a successful outcome in our upcoming meeting. Okay, let's review. In this video, we've created a new call plan using the Call Plan app's structured format. The power of this format is that it suggests ways to anticipate elements in our upcoming meeting and save time in our preparation and planning. Thank you for watching, and please also check out the video tutorial on creating call plans from the preloaded templates, which are also included in the Call Plan app to help speed up your preparations.